this tree. I wanted you to take a look at this tree, and it represents what our topic is this morning, which is barren. It looks completely barren. Doesn't look like it's in the best of states. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining in. So our topic for this morning is barren, and I'm going to give you a couple of definitions of the word. So the word barren means, please share the video, guys. Barren means too poor to produce much or any vegetation. A second definition says bleak and lifeless. Some synonyms for barren include unproductive, infertile, unfruitful, sterile, desolate, and impoverished. Desolate, wow, that's a really powerful word there. And so take that tree, for example. It looks unproductive and it looks unfruitful. It looks barren. Sometimes our lives look barren. We are impoverished and we aren't producing anything, or we're not producing very much. Just like that tree, our life looks like it's dead. But I want to encourage you this morning to take another look. It looks dead, but it's not. The roots of this tree are beneath the earth, and the root system is actually twice the size of the tree, and they reach deep into the earth. As long as the roots are alive, the tree continues to live even when it looks barren. Ask anyone that has ever tried to pull up a tree stump or even tried to pull up a bush. It is murder trying to get those things up. As a matter of fact, in most instances, people or a group of people, they have to resort to using a tractor or some other mechanical means to pull it up, because a man alone or even a group of men, they don't possess the strength needed to uproot a tree, to pull up the stump of a tree. The roots of a tree are its life. They are the life of any plant. If you overwater a plant, it suffocates the roots and they die. Good morning, Terrell. The roots die, and then the leaves and the stems of the plant die. If you underwater a plant, the roots die first, and then the rest of the plant. If the plant doesn't get the right nutrients, and they need phosphorus and nitrogen and things of that nature, so that the tree can, the root system lives. But if they don't get those nutrients, the roots will die, and then the tree will die. In the winter, the landscape looks barren. It looks lifeless and it looks dead. But winter is a beautiful season. As a gardener and a nature lover, when I look at the barren landscape of winter, I think about what's happening on the inside of that tree or beneath that tree that will make it more beautiful this spring. In my life, when I experience a winter season, I think about what's happening on the inside of me that will make me stronger. Winter isn't the death of a tree or of you. It is the strengthening of it. Please share the video, guys. Remember that there are 4 seasons. The seasons of the year are on a cycle, and the seasons in our life, they're on a cycle too. You were going to go through seasons multiple times in your life. But just like that tree, you will experience spring again if your roots are strong. During winter or during challenging times in your life, when a strong wind comes, if your roots aren't strong, the wind will uproot the tree and the whole tree will die. If the root system is strong, however, the wind will only blow off some leaves. It might break a branch or 2 or maybe even 3, but the tree will still survive. It has some scars. It's been wounded, but it survives. And those strong roots that help the tree to stand will send nutrients up the trunk to the wounded areas, and it will heal it. Good morning, Tawana. And then when a woman is barren, she's unable to have children. Sarah, later known as Sarah, was quite old and well beyond childbearing years, and it seemed like she had passed her season. But God blessed her and Abraham with their son Isaac. Then Isaac's wife, Rebecca, she was unable to have children either, but she was distraught over her inability to produce. Good morning, Robert. She was distraught over her inability to produce children. But God heard her and gave her and Isaac their twins, Jacob and Esau. They didn't produce children until they were mature, and it looked like they were past their prime. It looked like their season had passed. When it looks like your season has passed, don't give up. A fruit tree doesn't produce fruit in the first season, unless it's one of these hybrid things that they have put together in a lab somewhere. But trees occurring in nature, they don't produce fruit in their first season. It might take several seasons before it bears fruit, because it has to be mature. Good morning, Sierra. It has to be mature enough to support the fruit and strong enough to carry the weight of the fruit. Things might look like they are barren in your life right now, but simply because you can't see the change and the growth with your naked eye doesn't mean that growth isn't happening. Changes are happening on the inside of you. Do you remember the movie What Lies Beneath? It was a scary, suspenseful movie. All kind of strange things were happening, and they were hearing whispering in the house. But in this case, what lies beneath us is life-sustaining and is life-giving. What lies beneath, or what lies within us, is God. God is our root system, and He is our foundation. Root yourself in God. Fertilize yourself through prayer, fasting, and worship. Make your root system strong. Make your foundation strong. When the time is right, you will reach the right stage of maturity, and you will be able to produce good fruit when you are strong and when the time is right. Become so deeply rooted in God that when people or situations come along that try to uproot you, they can't. Remember, a man or even a group of men don't possess the strength to uproot a tree. Be like a deeply rooted tree that is unmovable. Notice that I said stay rooted in God. I didn't say stay rooted in religion. There's a big difference. Make sure that you are honoring God, not honoring rules, regulations, and traditions. Traditions are lovely, and I like traditions, but don't become so caught up. Good morning, Tara. Don't become so caught up in practicing traditions that you lose sight of serving God and you lose sight of serving people. And, you know, I showed you the tree earlier, and it's kind of cool that it's raining this morning, because have you ever wondered, you know, I'm a nature lover, y'all. I think about these things. Have you ever wondered how a tree survives a drought? The grass has died. The city is running out of water, and everybody's in a panic. But that tree is still standing upright and strong, and it still has its leaves. Well, it's because of that root system. Those roots go so deep into the earth that it can pull out moisture that we never even know that's still there. The root system of a tree allows it to survive the most challenging and the most harsh circumstances. When you stay rooted in the Word, when you are rooted in God, we can survive the most challenging and the most harsh situations and circumstances. When things look barren in your life, stay with God. Keep praying, keep studying the Word, and keep worshiping. And He will make things that seem impossible, possible. Don't be discouraged by the barren landscape of winter. Don't be discouraged because it feels cold outside. I want to encourage you to look again and see what's happening on the inside. Guys, thank you for watching In the Garden with Joyful Living. Please share the video. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.